Hi everyone. I have another box from Smart Doll to open. It's very exciting. I have Fuji here to be my helper and my greeter. She's my first Smart Doll that I received for Christmas last year. She's a Kizuna and I named her Fuji, and she's kind of become my official greeter for any new Smart Dolls that come to my home. I can't even believe that in about 6 months of time frame, I am now welcoming home my fourth Smart Doll. It's just, everybody says you can't, they just grow, they grow on you, and you just keep getting them. I don't know how it happens, but it happens. So I actually got this a couple days ago, and I just was thinking about waiting to open her because I was really hoping to receive another Smart Doll that I actually went on auction through Yahoo Japan, but she is being held up in customs, unfortunately. So this girl is going to be opened first, and I actually really want to do one tiny little customization to her that I hope that I can do pretty quickly. I just have to find my art materials to do it. So we'll hopefully see that in sometime within the next couple of weeks, hopefully. Anyway, so Fuji's here, and I'm going to just set her off to the side so that she can kind of be here to greet. I think with this Smart Doll, I know I got some clothes. I don't know if I actually got a whole outfit, so she might just have to be in her undergarments until I can find an appropriate outfit for her. But I did get some extra goodies besides just the doll, so we'll take a look at those things as well. And I'm just going to say, with this doll, I got her on her second release. So the first time she was released, she sold out pretty quickly. As you can see, it's always very lovely package. I love it how they put the handle right there, so you can just pull them right out and they're good to go. So we'll set that there for just a second. And I'm going to set the box aside somewhere out of screen. So there's a nice bag, has the Culture Japan logo, Smart Doll on the side, the Keep Calm and Carry a Smart Doll, and the logo on the other side. You can see it's always nicely packaged in there. They send the doll and whatever else you get with her. Even if you get nothing else with the doll, you always get the wig in there just to keep it safe, and I think it helps to maintain this nice packaging without them having to use a lot of extra materials to package and keep the doll safe. So here we go. So this is the box where the goodies come in, and then the doll is always packaged in a kneeling position in a nice L shape. You can see her legs down at the bottom, and then her head is right here. I actually think I'm going to do the doll first and then the accessories because I just really want to see her in person. I have seen a few people do some box openings for her, and she is fantastic. And I'm just going to say thank you to one of the Smart Doll groups that I'm in. When the first release of this girl came out, I debated about her. I thought she was really beautiful, but I just wasn't ready to commit to another doll right away. And but I loved seeing her. When the first release of her came around, everybody's pictures of her were just beautiful. And I kept commenting to everybody, I'm like, oh my gosh, she's stunning, she's beautiful. And then I even commented on somebody else's who had gotten her, said she's really pretty and I'm really thinking about her. And that person just happened to comment that she was released for the second time. So without further ado, this girl is, if you can see from the bubble, the little insignia. This is Genesis in T. And I actually am interested by this little color dot. I think that's new from the last time I got a doll. I didn't have that before. So maybe that's just a helpful way for them to identify skin tones when they're packaging. So here she is inside of her kind of plastic bag inside of the bubble wrap. So let's take her out and take a look. And on the back of her head, I see the G07, which is the sculpt identifier, I guess. Obviously, she's in the gray undergarments, and she's kind of positioned with her arms just slightly behind her so that she can fit in there really well. And I'm just going to take a peek at her face really quick because I've been waiting to see her in person. She's beautiful. Her eye makeup gives her that very like almond-shaped eye, and she has brown eyes, and then there's like at least 3 different shades of eyeliner on her face or around her eyes, and she has thicker eyebrows, but not like as thick as some of the other recent girls. And she's one of the semi-reals, so she has the like nose holes, I guess you could say. But here she is, and this is my first official tea girl. First time I've seen a tea girl in person. So let me just bring up a little close-up of her hair really quick. Sorry, getting a crazy view of my living room here. So there she is. I just think her eyes are beautiful, and everybody's pictures that they've been sharing of her in all kinds of different clothing outfits and even different wigs than her one that comes with her. She's just so pretty. So there she is. That's my first official tea girl. Not my first semi-real girl. I was lucky enough to get a prototype semi-real girl challenge. She's the girl that, if you guys have seen my other videos or just pictures, I call her Mary, and she's like the redhead with kind of like reddish orange eyebrows and I think brown eyes as well. But she is in cinnamon. So anyway, first tea girl, and she's just so pretty. Anybody that is considering her, I can definitely vouch for her beauty. She's great. I'm very excited to welcome her into my little, well, not so little, growing Smart Doll family. And the funny thing is, I was interested in Smart Doll because of their anime style. And now that I have 4 Smart Doll girls, the first one I got, my little Fuji here, she's supposed to be anime style, but her eyes are kind of more closed. And then I got the 2 prototypes, Challenge, which is the red-headed girl, and then Perception, which is the like the 3-eyed girl, which I guess you could say that the Perception kind of has the anime style eye, but she has 3 eyes, so she's a little different. And then my 4th one here is another semi-real. So I don't know. I don't necessarily need the anime look. I just have fallen in love with Smart Doll's aesthetics and really the quality of their dolls. So I'm really appreciative of the sculpts they come out with. And the limited release dolls, you know, some of the ones that are coming out with, I don't know the characters, or I'm not interested in the characters. But anyway, I can definitely vouch for the beauty of this one and the semi-real. If you've been, you know, a Smart Doll fan for a long time and you've always been interested in the anime style, the semi-real girls are just as beautiful. I very much recommend them. And they look good together. Like, if you have a semi-real girl next to an anime style girl with the bigger eyes, it doesn't look strange. They look like friends. They look happy to be together. So I did get one set of tea hands for her, and I don't know, it's pack number 1. I don't know, I just chose the first one, I guess. And I'm just going to do this because I don't think I've ever really done this on video, but I've seen lately, or sometimes I see comments like people are hesitant to just change out their head or their hands because they're worried about it, or they're debating about even having a smart doll because they just don't know how easy it is. But these hands are just like open little plugs that you just slip on and off of a peg at their wrist, really. It's super easy. So I'm just gonna demonstrate really quick. And their arms are also super easy to move. Although they're a little tight when they come home first right away, but as long as you handle them correctly, they can move pretty easily. So I'm just going to show how to do this really quick. My hands aren't too much in the way. It's just pulling it right off. So this is the hand she came with, which is kind of the open, relaxed hand. This is the peg that her hand is left with on the wrist. And you just slide a new one right on. Simple as that. Very easy. So now she's got a little like gripping or a fisted hand there. So very simple. I really love the hand packs. I don't utilize them as much as I should, but I am trying to get the hand packs for each skin tone that I have so I can have those options. You know what is interesting? So the light is just happening to catch her backside because I have the window over there with the light shining. I don't know if I've ever really looked that close at smart doll butts, but hers, I can see like dimples and her cheeks, the tops of her butt cheeks. I don't think it's a defect. I think that it's intentional because they're two and they're kind of equally spaced. I wonder if I can pick it up with this. I'm going to kind of be crazy here with my video. And if I use my phone or if I block the light, it may not be that visible. I don't know. Can you see it there? They're like right here and right here. I can see it from my angle. Let me see if I can go this way. Maybe. I don't know. It's interesting. I've never noticed that before. Maybe that's a common thing, or maybe it's just more noticeable on darker skin tones. I don't know. Anyway, I'm just going to pop on her wig that comes with her. It's just, it just says black. PL, which somebody else recently, I was watching somebody else's box opening video for her, and they guessed at what PL might mean, and I don't remember what they said, but I don't know. I don't know what it stands for. And it is a longer, L for long, maybe, right? I don't remember what the P stands for. Oh, parted. That's what I think they said. Parted long. But aren't all the doll wigs? Well, I guess Fuji's isn't really parted. So, really nice quality, as always. Couple different length cuts in there to give it some layered looks. And even though it says black, this is definitely not solid black. I would say it's more like predominantly brown, like a dark brown with black mixed in. But I think that goes so well with her eye makeup. So let's see if I can slip this on. I know that's another thing, like I think some people are concerned about like the effort to put the smart doll wigs on. I'm still not the most professional at it. I'm getting better. That was relatively easy. But some people, I watch them do their box openings and they just pop them on like nobody's business, and it's super easy. I suppose when you get practiced at it, it gets easier and easier, right? So that's her wig. It's just as beautiful as every other Culture Japan wig that I've been lucky enough to have, which I don't have any extras other than the ones that came with the dolls. I've never done like the Chaos wig or anything like that. But it's this one and then the red one that I have for Mary. It's not just a solid color. There's definitely at least 2 or 3 tones in there, which I really like. The quality is very nice. It's very soft, very smooth. Eventually, of course, with play and use, it gets a little frizzy. But there are, of course, products and techniques you can use to smooth them back out. So there's her wig. I just wanted to show a couple other things that I got. And actually, the reason I brought Fuji out without her stand, because I was just going to kind of prop her up here, is because I got some of these Clickety Clackety stands, and I just wanted to test one out and see how it is. Because now I have the original stands that come with the girls, which I know that you still get the original, even if you buy this, because I watched that in somebody else's opening. Let's actually compare it between this and the one that comes with her. So here's her stand with the cinnamon skin tone, or not cinnamon, the tea skin tone base. I just want to look at the difference between the two really quick. So you can see right away there is a difference in length. This one's shorter so it can hide better, right? And of course it has the adjustable top, which is really nice. So you can basically hide it flush against the doll, where this one doesn't, you know, move at all at the top. It just plugs right into their stand hole in the back of their at their lower back. So let's see the length between the extensions here. So let's just extend them all the way out. So this has like 1, 2, 3, 4 telescopic pieces. It's probably about actually it's shorter than the doll, which of course it would be, because if you'd had it taller then it would be too tall, right? Let's see if this is the same. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see where they come up to height wise. Yep, this one's just the slightest bit shorter, but when you do the extension, the overall length is probably about the same, or actually the Clicky Clacky one might be a little bit longer. And on the stem of the orange one, it has the Culture Japan logo, which is kind of nice. The default ones don't have any logo on them. So since I have Genesis here, I'm trying to remember her name, she's so new to me. I'm just going to try this out on her and see what it looks like. So there's her kind of plug base, and just pop it right in. I think maybe, how does this go in? Maybe I should watch some instructions on this. No, it should be just right on in. Oh, there we go. Maybe. It's interesting because her back of her plug is almost oval shaped. Maybe it's the angle that I'm doing it at. Oh, there we go. I think I just had to be at a slight angle, because that's how these are, right? They're not perfectly flat. They're at a slight angle. So I don't want to like ruin it here, but okay. So here it is, plugged in. I don't know if I'm supposed to push it all the way in. It's kind of difficult, but again, with the dolls right out of the packaging, the vinyl is a little bit more firm with play. I think they get relaxed or whatever. But you can see it's very easy to flex it around, and it turns. So it turns on the plug base. I thought it was turning like right here where it connects to the actual bar, but it's turning, actually it might just be turning in the back. I don't know. Anyway, let's just test it out. So let's make her stand up. Heck, let's just see how she does with a dynamic pose, so to speak. So we're going to extend it. Let's see if we can get her to balance. Maybe. I have her up on a tippy toe here. So if you get it at the right angle, it should balance out, maybe. Of course, I still don't have her very flat-footed. And I have her kind of off screen now. Well, I'm not the best at using these stands. I don't use them that often, actually, because these dolls actually do balance pretty well without any assistance. But I'm just trying to see if I can make this work more easily, because I like the stands and I want to try to use them more. That's kind of typical. That's the typical, assistance. I don't know. I'll have to play around with it. So let's just move her over a little bit so she's still on screen and I don't have to have her taking up all the space. And just for anyone curious, in hand pack 1, they have the thumbs up, the gripping hand, the peace sign, and the number 1 sign. So 1, 2, thumbs up, and the fist. And I did end up getting 3 of these Clicky Clack stands because I had 3 girls. I probably should have gotten 4 if I wanted 1 for each of them, but that's okay. This is the top that I got for her. I definitely want to keep her in earth tones, which is also kind of why I put this pretty orange table cover on. I don't really have an official office or room where I keep all my dolls. I kind of just hang out wherever, and I almost always do my box openings in this little corner of my house where I am just at my table. And I had to pause this because my child needs some help. Okay, so where was I? Oh, I happened to get this piece of clothing for her because I wanted her to have earth tones, and I really like the color of this little orange camisole. I don't remember what they call it on the website, and this is the first time I've gotten like this type of clothing from them. Seems really nice quality. It has the little Me Ride tag there on the side. And it's like stretchy enough so that you can use different bust sizes if you want. And it's kind of nice because it has, I don't know if you've seen other smart dolls wearing them, but like the bottom half has kind of like a slightly see-through like design to it, so you can kind of see the skin tone through it, which I think will be really pretty. So I will try that on her shortly here. The other last couple of goodies that I got, not necessarily for Genesis, but I've really been liking the swimsuits, and plus because it's summer, I really want to do like a poolside or a swimsuit photography shoot with all of my dolls.